MotoGP has not had a rivalry like this in years. Not a managed rivalry between two teammates being careful with each other. A real one, built in 48 hours in Thailand, forged by a sprint incident, a championship lead, a dismissal, and a response that made clear Acosta is not interested in respecting the hierarchy Marquez has spent a decade building. One rider with 9 titles and a Ducati built to win a 10th. Another who is 20 years old, leading the championship after round 1 and already refusing to be framed as temporary. The 2026 season has barely started. The rivalry it is built around already has everything it needs. If you're serious about MotoGP, hit subscribe. We cover every race, every controversy, and every championship swing faster than anyone else. The sprint race was the trigger. Marquez made a move on Acosta that forced the KTM wide, took the lead, and was then instructed by race direction to hand the position back before the flag. He did. Acosta won, but the manner of it left something unresolved. And Acosta's reaction made that unmistakable. I prefer to finish second than to win in this way. Not anger, not diplomatic deflection. A direct statement that the victory felt compromised, delivered in front of cameras without any attempt to soften it. That kind of honesty is rare from a rider in the middle of a championship weekend. It is also the kind of statement that gets filed away permanently by the person it is directed at. Marquez responded by dismissing Acosta's championship lead as only for now, framing it as temporary, signalling that he did not consider a single round in Thailand to mean anything in the larger story of 2026. A deliberate message, aimed precisely, designed to land in a specific place. And Acosta heard every word of it, because by Sunday, after the Grand Prix had delivered a result that needed no asterisk, second place behind Bezzecchi, 32 points, championship lead built on a full race distance, 40-degree heat, while Marquez retired on lap 22 with a destroyed rear tyre. Acosta was done being diplomatic. "I won," he said. "The one who crossed the line first was me. Period." And then, without being prompted, he addressed Marquez's framing directly. "It has not been a one-day lead." Short, precise, delivered with the calm of someone who understood exactly what Marquez had been doing with those 2 words and had decided not to play along. In 48 hours, Acosta had gone from discomfort at a compromised victory to cold certainty about what the weekend meant. That transition, the honesty of Saturday followed by the conviction of Sunday, is the most revealing thing about him as a competitor, and it is going to make him a very difficult championship opponent for the next 21 rounds. What makes this rivalry structurally different from anything MotoGP has produced recently is that both riders operate at the same extreme end of the risk spectrum, and neither of them appears willing to be the one who blinks first. That combination, in a sport where the psychological battle between 2 top riders often decides championships before the final round, is the element that makes 2026 feel different from the seasons immediately before it. If you're finding this breakdown useful, hit subscribe. It helps more MotoGP fans find the channel. Marquez built his career on a specific psychological weapon, the move that tests whether the rider alongside you will hold their line or give way. For years, almost everyone gave way. The generation that followed him, Quartararo, Bagnaia, Binder, understood instinctively that there was a hierarchy in how a final lap Marquez battle ended, and they managed their races around it rather than through it. Acosta did not give way in Thailand. He went wide, absorbed the moment, watched the position come back under instruction, and then on Sunday proved he did not need the sprint result to justify his championship lead. That challenges something fundamental about the way Marquez operates on a motorcycle and in the paddock. The certainty that he will not be the one who backs out only functions as a weapon if the rider alongside him operates under the same assumption. Acosta, at least in round 1, demonstrably did not. And Marquez, who processes these things faster and more precisely than almost anyone in the history of the sport, will have noted that. The adjustment he makes to how he approaches Acosta over the next 21 rounds will be one of the most interesting tactical stories of the season, because the tool that has worked on everyone else may need to be recalibrated for the one rider who appears not to recognise its authority. History adds one more layer that neither side can ignore. Only 42% of riders who lead the championship after round one go on to win the title. The early leader loses more often than they win, not because they collapse dramatically, but because the season is long enough and varied enough to expose every weakness in a package that looked complete in February. Marquez, who has hunted down championship leaders before with a patience and precision that made it look methodical rather than desperate, will use every remaining round to close what is currently a 23-point gap. Austin, Qatar, Jerez, the circuits Tardozzi named specifically as places where Ducati's true values reassert themselves, where the GP26's hard braking and high-speed corner commitment find conditions that suit them in a way Barreram's heat and humidity did not. Acosta arrived in Thailand as the rider with nothing to lose, the outsider, the disruptor, the one who could attack without consequence. He leaves it as the rider with everything to protect. The championship lead changes how you must race. It changes the decisions you make on the final lap. It changes what a crash costs you, what a retirement means, what a points finish is worth compared to the aggressive move that might win the race but might also end it. KTM must now prove the RC16 can lead a championship across an entire season, through circuits that bear no resemblance to Thailand, against a Ducati that Tardozzi insists will find its level, and a Marquez who has never once in his career accepted that a championship was over before the mathematics forced him to. The dream start to 2026 is real. The weight that comes with it is just beginning to be felt. Is Marquez underestimating Acosta? Or is, for now, exactly the right read on a result that may have flattered KTM? Does Acosta's shift from Saturday discomfort to Sunday conviction tell you he is mentally built for a full championship fight? Can a 20-year-old carry the weight of a MotoGP points lead against Marquez for 21 rounds? And who is still leading after round 5? Leave your answers in the comments below. And if this breakdown did it for you, hit the like button and subscribe for more MotoGP content.